Okay, let's talk a little bit of Donald Trump and politics. Now, of course, Donald Trump has said Bill Clinton's personal scandals would be fair game, so he's going after him pretty hard, and Hillary, too. Take a look.
She's married to a man who was the worst abuser of women in the history of politics, who got impeached for lying. And Hillary was an enabler, and she treated these women horribly. Just remember this. And some of those women were destroyed, not by him, but by the way that Hillary Clinton treated them after everything went down.
Yeah. There's another tape that he gave in 2008. You want to watch that?
Yes.
Where he completely, disagrees
when he
with
wasn't a politician.
When he wasn't yet a politician, right. Watch this.
Look at the trouble Bill Clinton got into with something that was totally unimportant. And they tried to impeach him, which was nonsense.
Totally unimportant? Totally unimportant.
The guy.
Joy, you used to have that bit about every president had affairs, remember?
Practically in the 20th century, except for maybe
Richard Nixon.
Nixon, no one would do it with him.
But
But like Eisenhower had an affair, and Kennedy, I say, he has a longer list than Schindler. Every one of them had something going on.
But there's a
FDR.
difference between having an affair and having people accuse you of sexual assault. And I think Hillary
let's be clear. One person has accused her.
Right.
If we're going to do this, let's do it correctly.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
But I just think Hillary is walking right into this trap. She's going on campuses and she's going to workplaces and saying, we have to take these victims of sexual assault seriously. And then you look at how it was handled back in the 90s when you had, women that came forward and said, I had relations with him. There may have been
sexual assault are two different things.
Well, let me finish. Women that said that they were sexually assaulted and they were destroyed. And Monica Lewinsky was called, quote, a narcissistic Looney Tune. So the first instinct is to blame. Just a second. The first instinct is to blame the woman.
No, the first instinct
is to blame the woman.
If you're the wronged woman, I'm sorry, she was married to him, okay?
But why is she blaming the woman?
Because
that happens to every female.
She's gonna come after you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
But how is that gonna help her? It doesn't help her. It doesn't help her. It
has nothing to do with helping her. When her husband was accused of this, before he became president, she had to sit on television and listen to all of this. She said, okay, now, what they do in their life, in their relationship, I would say, Donald, I'd ask Ivana, or maybe you want to read her book and see how she felt about the girl that he was fooling around with.
Well, he had an affair with Marla while he was married to Ivana.
So I would say I would say talk to your wife and ask her how this works.
But here's the thing, it's not going to help her if she's sending emails about claiming the woman card. It's not going to help her.
I don't think it has anything to do about the woman card. Donald Trump, also a serial
philanderer. Philanderer,
so
he is.
It's the pot calling, not even the kettle, the handle of the kettle.
Listen.
Because I'm sorry, again, she didn't do anything.
And
it was done against her. Those women had tried to have affairs with her husband, the married part of that twosome.
But again, it's their marriage. Marriage is not about, only about fidelity. There's a lot of, it's about their partnership. It's about bringing up a child. It's about
doing the laundry.
Doing the laundry. It's about snoring next to the person.
It's
and people make compromises in marriages all the time. This is her choice.
But every time he brings up the bimbos and that she called them bimbos or whatever, she needs to talk about ISIS. She needs to talk about the economy. Just ignore him. Eventually, the American people will get it that they're not going to be safe with him. He's a nut.
But she's also been through it, so she can speak on it.
But
she's also been through it, so she can speak on it.
The thing for me, Paula, is that what is this saying? You read your Bible.
I do.
Let he or she who is without sin cast the first stone. Now, I know because I read Ivana's book. She's not happy with the woman he was philandering with.
Right.
So if you're going to do that, just be prepared that she's probably not going to bring it up because she wants to get to business. What she's got to do is what she's there to do, which is try to become the president of the United States.
It's the treatment. It's not just so much the philandering. I think that the thing, even a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters have a problem with this. It's the way that she has treated the accusers and tried to destroy
They're
them.
not accused. Listen,
how can you be the poster child for women?
Oh my God, they are screwed. I don't think anybody can say to her, listen, you can't be pissed about this. You can't call these, I would like to know what she calls them.
Does it give you a right to destroy other women?
No, but wait a second, it's not her, it was her
destroy
it was James
anyone.
Carville and other people.
The campaign.
Yes.
The
She
campaign.
personally did not, except for the comment about Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, you know, everybody
It's free game.
But it's the husband's fault, isn't it?
Unfortunately, the husband is the one that should be punished for it, not the other women.
I'm with you.
I think. But everybody responds differently.
I'm sorry, the other woman should be punished because it's not like you didn't know he was married.
That's right.
I'm sorry,
Everybody's
you don't get a pass.
Way around.
Except that why punish the wife? Why punish the wife?
Because it's politically expedient, and that's why it's wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
because if you're going to go after her about her.
Or
don't
her
go
policy.
after her about her husband.
And anyway, we don't care about sex anymore. We're interested. Are you going to be able? Are you going to screw? Are you going to screw the country?
Right, and go after her about her policy, not about whether or not her husband cheated. It's
That's
irrelevant.
it.
We'll be right back.